Hi everyone, Phil from Tech for Techs here. Today we're going to be looking at BullGuard Small Office Security, or if you really want to call it, Small Business Security, but the official name is Office Security. But basics is, it's for protecting endpoints, which basically means it's not like your traditional internet security. This is basically where you install the software, which we'll show you how to do in a few minutes, on all the devices you want to obviously have the security on and want to monitor. So that will include PCs, laptops, tablets, phones and so forth. Obviously check their website to see what's compatible. But the basics is then what you can do is log into the web console, their business console, and tell each of the machines or all the machines to scan the cells at specific times or straight away and so forth to check to see if there's any viruses on there, and then it'll tell you on the web console if any of them do have viruses and if there's any problems, which is obviously pretty good because that means you don't have to go on to each individual machine to check to see if it's got any problems and so forth. So the basics is you'll be able to see from one point anywhere basically. So you could be in a home office and monitoring machines which are at a different location, or people who are on laptops out and about around the country or world. You can keep an eye on them and make sure their security is up to date and that they have got no viruses, which is a pretty good bonus. It's basically saves you a lot of work. Okay, so let's have a quick look at their website, what it says. So it basically says it's a powerful, simple and reliable endpoint cybersecurity for small businesses. So it gives you a rough idea, it gives you a little video there with an introduction. So it gives you outstanding protection. It's basically simple as it says there and protects all your devices. It's got cloud management from a cloud admin portal. It shows you a brief picture there of what it looks like, and they even include a free 1-month trial for up to 10 devices on the website there. BullGuard do have other options for partners, support which is 24/7 with live chat, and then you've got your cloud admin portal if you need to log in. So it's pretty straightforward. If you want to basically start the trial, all you do is press request a trial, and because I'm already logged in, it's taking me to the login. But basics is it would take you to a page like this normally. So there you can basically put in your company name, details and everything else, passwords, and obviously verify you're not a robot, and then create an account. And once you've got that account set up, you can then get into your online account. Well, I've already got this installed on a machine already, but the basics is if you want to install this on a machine, you've got two options. So what you do is press where it says protect other devices, and then you can send a download link via email to someone, so someone within your company. So if you want to send it to Bob or Bill or Jane or whatever, you just type in their email address there. You can add them to a group if you've already set that up, and then that'll email a link to them where they can download and install the program. Otherwise, you can just download the installer, one for Windows, one for Mac, and again press download, and it downloads a file which you can then run on the machines manually. So you can stick it in the memory stick and walk around to each machine and plug it in and so forth. Obviously the email option's probably the easiest, because then all you have to do really is tell the person who's on the endpoint to double click click on the link, download the program and install it, and then you'll be able to monitor it from your PC through the cloud portal. When you've downloaded and installed the program on each machine, it will look like this. So very simple design, so it tells you straight away your computer is protected and you can do a quick scan. It also tells you at the bottom that business small office security is remotely managed by, and then whoever you or whatever your business name is. You can go on to the status section, which is this, where you can do the quick scan. You've got activity, shows you what's happened, so it tells you about things like removable disks have been scanned, internet access has been granted to, for example, TeamViewer there when I was using it earlier on, and so forth. You've also got things down the side like Antivirus, so you can manually, obviously on the specific machine you're on, do a full scan, quick scan, folder scan. You can check your quarantines, you've got everything on there, even web traffic scanner, email scanner. It's basically telling you everything is basically in there, and you've got settings in there which you can go in and obviously change and to your needs. So if you don't want to check emails, you can turn that feature off, and so forth. So that's all there. So it's pretty straightforward to do. You've also got firewall in there. You can manage your rule, check your network activity and stuff like that. You've also got logs. It'll tell you everything, what's connected, disconnected, and so forth. So you've got everything you'll pretty much need there for the firewall, and you can see it tells you it's allowed 98 items and blocked 0. You've also got safe browsing. It tells you it's running, it tells you how many websites it's scanned, how many safe links on there, how many malicious things it's found, and it's basically showing safe links on Google, Bing, Yahoo and Facebook. And again, you've got more settings there, which takes you actually to the main setting page where you can go up and down and check everything there. So it gives you a rough idea. So that's pretty good. So that's straightforward for the program, to be honest. There's not much else to it there. There isn't an option like in the internet security, a parental control or PC tune-up or anything like that, because generally most small businesses have that organised through a different way or means. So this is basically for obviously your antivirus, your firewall and safe browsing. It's basically to make you safe, not to keep your computer clean. Okay, so it makes things nice and simple. Okay, back to the online part of this. First of all, if you are interested in purchasing this product, you'll have to obviously talk to a approved distributor or a vendor of this product, depending on if you're wanting to resell it or actually use it. If you are interested in contacting a distributor, if you're a retail store or MSP or reseller or whatever, if you're based in the UK, you can get these from Spire, Target, VIP and CI. You'll know who they are and where to get hold of them if you obviously do have accounts with them. When you go onto the devices section, you can create a new group. Well, basically you can group people into sections you want. So let's just say you wanted to allow people in a specific group or area in the business to be able to change the security settings. You can do that and create a group specifically for that. Let's say another part of the business, you don't want them to change the security settings. You can do that as well. Or if you don't want the firewall to be working, or vice versa, you can do all that. All you do is go onto the devices section and go to create new group. You name it what you want, so we'll say managed, if we spell it correctly. There we go. And the settings, as you see here, it says the settings are managed by the administrator. Do you want that on or off? So if you've got it on, that means that the endpoint or the person on that machine in that group cannot change any of the settings within the security program, other than doing things like a scan and stuff like that. But they won't actually be able to go into the firewall, turn it off and stuff like that. Obviously, if you want it the other way around where they can do that, you turn that option off and then you just press save. But we're going to pretend you want it on, and then you can see all the different options down here. So you can see Windows, you've got general, you can check for updates every so often, connect using proxies, you can add footers to emails, run on startup. You've got antivirus options, so you've got file scanner, behavioral engine, email scanner, all this, blocking, only scan things over a certain size and so forth. It's all there. You've also got removable media and so forth. Firewall, again, you can turn that option on or off depending on what you want, but automatically create rules and so forth, block custom IP addresses or allow them, respond to pings and so forth. You've also got safe browsing on there, so you can obviously turn that on and off depending on what websites they're going on, and you've got content filtering, so that'll block obviously websites in these categories, or you can turn that option off because obviously you never know, it may be blocking a specific website you may actually need to access, but that's all in there. So once you're happy with that, you just press save. That then creates that new group called managed there. If you wanted to, you can always go back in and edit it or delete it or create a task for that group. For example, you want to scan it. But let's just say you've got a device in another group and you want to move it to there. you just basically go to, for example, the group what's got the device in, so we'll say Office 1 at the moment. You can see the name of the PC here, and you just press the three little dots and you press move to group, and then choose the group you want to move it to, for example managed, move it to the group and sync, and that's it. So that's all you have to do. So that's pretty simple. And now if you wanted to do a scan of everything in that the group, you can click the three dots, or you can click on the specific device within that group, and then you can basically create a task. You can do quick, full, or update on there. You can basically schedule it or just do it automatically straight away. That's obviously up to you, and if you are scheduling, you can do it obviously one time only at a specific time. You can do it daily at specific times, weekly or monthly. That is totally up to you, and then you just press create task, and that will send the command directly to the PC. You've also got tasks menu. This shows you the tasks, what have been done and what you can actually do. So you can create a new task there, so you can do a quick scan. We want to do a quick scan on Office 1. You can schedule it again for time, day and so forth. You can do it weekly, monthly and so on, or you can just press create task and that will create the task there. So you can see a quick scan task was created for the device, so that is there, and then you can click on more info. It's not received the information on the PC, it's waiting to receive the task. I've noticed this doesn't seem to update automatically. You have to refresh the page for it to actually show an update. So now you can see it's in progress. So if I was to open up BullGuard now, you can see activity, it's got a 1 next to it, and you can actually see it's 33% into doing the scan. So that's pretty good. You can see it's pretty responsive. Within a few seconds it had started doing the scan from you asking it to do it through the web browser. You've also got reports on there, so that'll tell you how many new devices, disabled devices, tasks overview, completed, threats and stuff like that. You've also got a subscription section there. You can go in there, you'll have your license key and all your other details. You can also contact your reseller, sort out extending your subscription or adding extra devices onto your license. There is support and privacy policy and everything at the bottom. So basically the program does everything you should need, and due to this we've given this our recommended award.